Every time it has been working, I've still been getting in the lobby with you just to make sure that like it still works for you, because that's the most important thing here.
All right, so we're gonna do our strat here again. Somebody kick the ball really high to start. Just bomb it downfield. There we go. All right, so we've got our camera. I love that. That's a cool little trick. I'm glad we figured that out.
Yeah, it makes it so you can actually like see the high preview, and if you could share it with me as well, Hunted, so I can see.
Oh, I didn't even realize. Sorry, I didn't even realize that it was.
I see a little bit of a delay on the stream itself, so once we get that going too, then I can actually.
All right, there you go.
Contribute to the conversation.
Should be live now. Sorry, I didn't realize it went down. All right, but here we go. So it's grand final time, ladies and gentlemen, in the black jerseys. It is KOBRA. Oh, no, sorry, not KOBRA FC. It's Akillian F.C. And then for the white side, it is KOBRA F.C. Or am I backwards on that? No, I think I'm right. Yeah. KOBRA is in white. They have
KOBRA
white.
Is in white.
White jerseys, black name tags, which is a little bit confusing.
At all.
A little bit confusing. And then Keda now into the box looking for Calvin. Good save, matok, right there. Able to make the play, didn't even need to dive, was ready for that ball. And yeah, this is an important game number one here, Vod. We'll see if it requires extra time, if we'll have another low-scoring game. But if you can win by 2 or more, you set yourself up beautifully for a winning game too.
Yeah, so we'll have to see exactly if either of these teams will get a massive lead or it'll be another like 1-0 affair like we've seen a lot of these games start out in the last few rounds as well. So looking forward for either squad to set the pace of this final series. Again, still the same story. Best of 2, essentially, or 2-game series with a tiebreaker. And it comes down to goal differential there specifically. So you can win the first game, lose the last one, but if you're tied in goals overall, you go to a 3rd game. So we'll see if that will be the case.
Now here's Kaiser. Has imDiggz all the way across the box. Is going to turn back. Big launch into the corner. Clearo is the first there, and will play that into the safe arms of Squintea, who will now send Jinxie away. River also will play it back to his own keeper. And we go back and forth. 3.5 minutes left to go here. Game number 1 of our grand finals. Akillian F.C. and KOBRA F.C. to be crowned the winners of the Rematch Federation Beta Cup. That would be quite a thing to write into the history books for these players. And, you know, who knows where they'll be in a few years, Rod.
Exactly, yeah. This could be the start of some first professional careers for some of these players, depending on the length of the esports for this game. Again, this is just a friendly competition between these squads, not an official tournament, but there's still potential for those to come on the horizon for a rematch in the future. Looking to see what Keda can do, though. Good pass over to the sidewall. I do like a lot of players use that wall as best as they can. Almost the perfect snipe for the shot, just a little wide.
matok, Johnny on the spot that time, able to play that away before any further drama out in front of his own goal. And now he's going to hand that off to River. There's the big clear down to Sens. Has Kaiser and imDiggz with him. Into the box, score! Beautiful play. It's imDiggz again. He had the game-winning goal in the last series, and he gets the first one on the board here. Squintea just unable to read this pass properly. That's a beautiful play, and it's going to be 1-0 over to KOBRA F.C.
Massive for KOBRA F.C. to get that first goal. Nice to see the performance in the last series, but what a header from JinxieOrJinx, the star striker of the squad.
Gotta watch this one again. Hopefully the camera's in good. Oh yeah, we'll be able to see it up close and personal now. What a header from JinxieOrJinx. Beats the netminder to the ball. And just like that, we are tied at 1 with 2:15 left to go here in game number 1. So it looked like maybe Akillian on the back foot after that initial goal. They get it right back. We'll see what KOBRA FC can do to respond to that. It is going to be matok. Big boot down the field. Squintea will say thank you very much, and he will play it out to his defender in Calvin, up to JinxieOrJinx. goal scorer for Akillian. Has clearo there. Opts for Keda first. Keda at the top of the box. Takes a quick shot off the crossbar. matok will get the rebound. And we stay 1-1 with 1:30.
This has been some very intense matches between these teams so far. We'll have to see what they can do here and now to separate themselves from the competition.
Oh, giveaway.
Almost a very dangerous giveaway, as you mentioned, but Keda does get to a good back pass. They need to be more careful about how they transition this downfield. Uh-oh.
There's Jinxie over to Keda. Back, looking for Jinxie. Has 4 players activating this time. But now it's going to be imDiggz and Kaiser on the counterattack. Back to Kaiser. In the midfield, opts to turn. There's the feed for imDiggz, just out of reach. Squintea thinks better of it. Will allow Jinxie to come to his defense. imDiggz with initial possession, but he ends up turning that ball over to Calvin. Dodging multiple slide tackles. There is the tackle from imDiggz, able to play the ball away. And now Sens will start the counterattack yet again. Here's River. Back to Sens. Back to River. At the midfield line, clearo, putting some pressure on. It's going to be over to imDiggz, over his head. That'll be Jinxie. No, big block there from imDiggz, able to keep the ball moving. Squintea will hustle out of his own goal, send it back to the opposing keeper, who bombs it right back, but right into Jinxie. Now River up to imDiggz. They have a little bit of some positioning here. It's going to be Sens able to collect. 5 seconds left to go in regulation time. We're still tied at 1. There's the feed into the box. It's Keda to head it away. And we've got overtime in game number 1.
Massive overtime scenario. Either of these teams needs this advantage going into game 2 to have a better position to close things out early before that game 3. Good stop by matok. They'll get the clear out into the midfield. Sens, we saw them strike true a couple of times before. Good header pass, but Kaiser was not in the best position and was too towards the goalkeeper there. So good get out from Sens. Couldn't get it away from Keda enough, and a good back pass to clear it away.
There's River, able to play it away. Sens now to Kaiser, will be played
so
by clearo. Sens, a quick shot. Great save from Squintea. Able to keep that one out. Now the feed over to Jinxie. Taken away by Sens. Jinxie. Blocked by Sens yet again. To Kaiser! Oh, he just couldn't get it to go. That was a great little flick. And it had the goaltender beat, but just wouldn't fall through. So we stay playing on here in game number 1 overtime. It is 1-1. As clearo. Now to Sens. Blocked away by Jinxie. Tackled by Sens. It's going to be matok now. He will hold on to possession of the ball here.
Try to bait.
I don't blame him.
There
He's looking for some play out ahead. There's Kaiser over to River. River able to find possession. He's got an opportunity now to Kaiser. It's taken away by Squintea again, and will continue to play on in overtime.
The dangerous interaction could easily have the header go over top of them, and there's another shot coming through straight to matok. It always gives us a little bit of a just breather there for a second to wait if it's actually caught or not based on the discrepancy of the server. So still to play state for this game for rematch, and the next open beta will be next weekend. But even then, shots going back and forth. Every game it feels like is getting closer and closer hunted.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is what we wanted out of the finals. As Keda over, nobody there. It's gonna be Sens. Oh, Jinxie with the steal. He's got Calvin in front. What's he opt to do? He plays it back towards Keda. Keda loses the race to Kaiser, who will find the clear. That was a great chance, but just a bit of miscommunication there on behalf of the white attack. As here comes Kaiser over to imDiggz. It's going to be a bit too far. And now Akillian able to take things away. So, Vod, this has been a fantastic game number 1. It comes down to one final play to take game number 1 to go up by a goal heading into game 2. As Sens makes the challenge. There's the chip to Kaiser. Fires on goal, but it's right into Squintea.
Great shot there by Squintea. Get this to Kaiser. They don't have to worry too much about being pressured. And there's a shot off the backboard, and there is potential, but matok, not much to really worry about as they got possession of the ball there. They're going to wait for a good opening, pass it over to Sens. Jinxie was just waiting patiently for that, though, so this might be a good chance for a crossover. Good stop by River, though.
And imDiggz trying to extend the play here for his squad. They'll have that snuffed out by Keda. As now Squintea, big boot into the box, turned away by River, but he loses possession. It's got to be Jinxie now, trying to activate some offense. Across the way, clearo is there, header back across the box. Had matok diving, but there was nobody there to capitalize. And now Kaiser with a steal. Keda, no touch there. Kaiser all alone, looking for the play out towards the top of the box again, trying to make the play as last defense. So it looks like, are we just going to be tied after this game? I guess overtime's got a limit to it. We may be tied at 1 heading into game number 2. Jinxie takes a quick shot, and that will be it. We are drawing for game number 1. So game 2 has got a lot riding on it.